We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Goff on first down. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now Goff on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And some room to maneuver. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 56 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Can I take some time and vent? I was struggling, now I got different struggles. Now that I'm getting rich, ain't that a shame? How rugged this shit get? Bitch, to see a nigga with a stack of something in they big to suck a nigga dick. Been through the rain. You will watch a nigga get soaked. Then your brother nigga say you love a nigga. How you watch a nigga stay cooked? Same way I came. I ain't changing up on my
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hook up. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. Well, earlier we were discussing Jared Goff, and, you know, some people thought he's going to be a bust coming into his second year. Now the Rams 5-0. They're also, Charles, the 5th team ever to score 30 or more points in each of their first 5 games. All wins, by the way.
Yeah, their offense is so high-powered, and they come at you from so many different angles, so many different directions. A young quarterback that we keep saying needs snaps, needs experience. He's grown up by leaps and bounds. And, of course, he's got Todd Gurley in the backfield. He can hand it to him, throw it to him. And a myriad, a plethora of talented wide receivers, to me, led by Brandon Cooks.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Wiggles free. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Goff now to throw. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. He had the big touchdown run on the first drive and more room to maneuver right there.
And the big guys up front, they're feeling chesty and strong, creating nice openings for him.
On 1st and 10, Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. 3rd and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff.
Oh, God.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On 1st and goal, Gurley. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Gets around him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran, used to call student body right or student body left, because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier? In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called roast stem right or roast stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Who was playing with the money? I got cash
up on 1st and 10.
This is just my practice game.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg.
Oh.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Eight seconds to do what I need to do.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Be intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams have been ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Montgomery now, the returner. Now the Packers get set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd.
And
down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Adams has it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27
I know, bro.
yards
I
on the
know.
third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
If I ever want it, I got some egg in my cup and I'm loaded. I bought some Perkins, you know I control it. Shirt off the stone, you know I ain't rolled. Gotta tell it, swear it's up for the hold it. Up with the Glock and you know I'm a blood. Pour up my cup and I sip it. Whatever I want, go get it. Came from
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
Oh.
Got tips, kind of threw everything off.
Oh, it did
Brings
wrong
up
on
third.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated it.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That'll give him 60 yards receiving. He's got a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
I ain't want to block a bit, bro.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Dang.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. And we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. And they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I got cash out. What's good? I'm trying to bid somebody.
They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On the toss, here's Williams.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Hey. You ain't here for no work.
Crosby on now to kick it away.
That's it. Oh.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
Big Frank.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Big Frank. Call up. Push in notes.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Only a couple there, so he'll be
oh, you got
the 28.
come here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Monster.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the back.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Let's go.
Off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And Hill running right through it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground.
Oh, wow, I do that. I could have kept running.
They'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Okay.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I could have had that. That's my fault.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
I'm finna miss, bro. I swear to God.
He looked like one of those guys.
Oh, my God.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
This would have been to the only way to make it do. I did it again.
In there to drop him.
They're calling again.
I'm calling again. About how this drive just started.
Disjointed.
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First
Montana
down,
said he's
took
thinking
a
about
bad
it.
loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Time for a break.
What's
We'll come back, see
I
what
put water, so I put that on my soul.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone.
That's crazy. I was just gonna.
That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 40 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They're calling again.
Throwing now, Goff. throw complete right side to Cooks. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's gone.
Oh, I need to catch it, bro.
Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
He caught it. Oh, my God, bro.
There's nothing available there for him.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now Goff. Able to shake him up, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Goff. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Wow.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the 2 like true boy, imagine me dude boy, you can never do what I do boy, still ducky that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss boy, your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago, if you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh this thing of ours, her fraternity to bring it off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't off in the mouth. A rapper can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into puff. There's contest for the...
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia,
I
PA.
just lost it down there.
Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
This for my nigga YB. Oh my fucking God. I ain't gonna waste no time on this bitch. Hop out with that cutter, let it bang and knock your leg off. Shoot your gun at me and bitch, I bet we have a standoff. Screaming fuck the judge until them bitches let my lands out. Everybody wanna be the same, but I'ma stand out. All my niggas in the club and they gon' dub with me. I just look my 40 in this bitch and I'ma dub with it.
The first carry for Josh Adams. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end let the kick.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey.
Oh my God! It's a mechanic for the ball right in front of you. Just pissed it.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back.
Just like my money, bitch. It's up there and it's stuck there. Pussy ass boy, you ain't got no luck there. You hear me? Yeah, bitch, you know we been whacking shit, nigga. X the city, yeah. Broke ass boy, what's your body count? Hey, this ain't live right here. Say dog, man. Yeah.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Rodgers. Finding room inside the 40. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder, and Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Well, CD, let's kick back to Week 5 for a second. That Minnesota-Philadelphia game was one that both teams, they needed. I mean, they didn't anticipate being in the spot that they're in right now. But Philly loses, and they're now 2-3. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here.
And you hate the stat, especially if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but it remains clear. 7 defending champs before them started 2-3 the year after their Super Bowl win. How many of them made the playoffs?
1.
And that was the 1996 Dallas Cowboys. So that's not great, obviously. But in Philadelphia, they're not ready to hit the panic button yet. They still feel like they can get it together and run off a string of victories.
Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it with Sproles. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. They juked him, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Allow me to sidestep for a second after the incompletion, CD. Let's talk about the rookie quarterbacks, because just last week we were talking about them going 0-4. But this past weekend, 4-0 for the rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try and keep that momentum going. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. That one goes for 24 yards.
I can see it in my trees. I'm going to walk down the hit. When I aim it, I don't miss. How you can't stand be walking with a twist. Cover on the 100. Make me shoot a flick.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw is Rodgers. On 3rd down. Got a man. That's Allison. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I would guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong,
it's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And an alley to run. Gets through and now an opening. Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. We have, due to time constraints, we move you forward to today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
To the block.
What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Steps away to his left. Lets it fly deep for Cobb.
Ooh, that
Shot taken on third down and successful.
I don't know why he made it off the line.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Sproles. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go to the virtual locker room. Here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On second down, here's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On play action, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ooh, and the wide open. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the... The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it. I don't think we...
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Rodgers gotta have this one.
Oh my God!
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Now Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Crosby puts it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 2nd down now, Adams. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. They've got to continue to move quickly.
A good pick up there, 22. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw, and Matthews has it right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. Out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And he couldn't
drop it
through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Sproles. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Wentz to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very... We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now.
I'm
first
full
and 10.
of hate. I know this nigga's engine get paralyzed. He wasn't feeling me. Lil' boy ain't no killing me.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run again.
Oh, they hold me out there.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Feel like perfect
Calling
time.
no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That's why I'm shining. Switch it up. I feel like I'm bankrolled. I keep it strapped.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20.
So many chains around my neck. I feel like I'm Django.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Third and long for Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. Third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away.
Oh, my God.
And that's what friends are for.
Hey, as the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Wentz now on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered them for a loss of yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out.
Let's go. Jabril Peppers.
It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up.
And pulled down. Michael Bennett able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means if I'm running inside, if you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Oh, ball back. Now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the off-season, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Wentz to throw on second down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Emmanuel Agba able to collapse the pocket and drive for a loss of a yard.
I'm going to run for. I got them guns too. And that chopper going to run loose.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw, Mayfield.
Oh, my God. I need my blocking.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
Just kissing out. Please.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards.
Well, no cold. I was walking in there to end the rain. I'd be in prison. I would like to change. It's stimulating my brain.
Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
There were lots of times I was broke that on my. I had to give me a bag. And he was running from cash.
He has it. He loses it.
He ain't a block with an underline.
Atone for his sin.
He's gonna run it down.
Deep sigh of relief right now. Philadelphia's offense taking the field here again. They got some tough news on October 8th after the Week 5 game. Jay Ajayi torn ACL. So what does that do now for the Philly running game?
Well, ostensibly,
I told her to turn around and bust it open.
How things are going. But the other guy's been banged up a little bit too long.
Stay rolling.
Drafted free agent who caught a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl last year. He's been battling some injuries. So is Darius Williams. Remember, they lost him for much of last season on their run to the Super Bowl.
They're mopping up 38 baby.
Wendell Smallwood has been getting the bulk of carries and bulk of plays. Had a touchdown against Minnesota last Sunday. He may have to be the primary ball carrier.
They tell me I did not. Oh my God.
They
tell me I did not. Oh my God. I jumped right in front of that route. They don't snap my chain. That wasn't even
pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. Able to stop him and get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews and it's caught. And they move this.
What's that 4-1-1 you do with BFB by whatever? You ain't nobody. You ain't got it, boy. You run out stepping.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense is find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Cleveland after this. On second down, here's Wentz. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They start the drive with
they didn't give me the two. They didn't give me the two. Come on now. He really about to just tear through.
First down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're just to their drive.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right.
Oh my God! This game.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Sproles, the return. So dangerous with the football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close to coming with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Sproles. And a short gain here down to the 22. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still.
Oh, he went right there. Oh my God. Oh my God, he was not right there.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's taken in by Callaway. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Fielded about a yard deep.
Nice
work
my God.
On the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects. Tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
Ain't no way he's healthy,
Things in a
bro.
certain way in the
It's
first
good
half,
defense.
and they've had ability to see what you've done, different to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because
they fumbled it.
Oh, what? Oh, come on now.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Wins to throw again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love running.
Oh, they hold it just in front of you. Oh, my God. Okay, this is a very good
Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he'll bang that
was
one
a
through.
kick, bro. It was set up to be a kick. It held me.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mayfield now on second down.
Oh, my God. He got me just like I was throwing it.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator,
I was just going to throw it. He got me.
I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
10 more there and another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Browns passing game finally gets stride. They got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, a run with Hyde. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And it's a big turnover there on the final play. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Sproles. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. Put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 22 yards on the pickup there. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 28 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. Just fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumping it off for Johnson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before.